Valorant's Open Division.
Hello, everyone. So Open Division is recommended that we have players plat and up, but it's really open to everyone. And this will be our second week of the league. So it's been a great start so far and looking forward to seeing how the league has progressed. So tonight, your game will be casted by myself, Delta, and Tala as well. And it's looking to be a great game between Alpacas and Crouch Potatoes.
Alpacas are having their first game of the league as they did not play last week in the round robin, but this is Crouch Potatoes' second time playing in the league, and last week they 2-0'd uninstalling with 13-0 on Ascent and 13-4 on Bind. And now we have Alpacas starting on the defending side, and all of the picks are in.
Yeah, it looks like we have quick insta locks today. No hesitation as we get started with our first map of Bind tonight.
Seeing a lot of Brim picks today.
Yeah, so we definitely have a fairly standard pick, but instead of the Omen, which is sometimes an insta-lock, we do have Brimstone taking the place of the Omen. And we do have a Sentinel on each side. There is a different preference of Killjoy versus Cypher. You can't really have either one on this map. I mean, both have their perks. So yeah, it's a very good comp for both sides.
Seems like Brim is starting to get a lot of favor in the meta after he's gotten some buffs over Omen, who's become a lot more expensive. And both sides are running a triple duelist composition. Already we have the attackers pushing up into B hookah and some early util coming out from the defender side, going through the teleporter, and 2 on the flank. Oh snap, it's Sunny. Opens out the round by getting the first pick onto Ellie. The trades are coming out, but all in favor of the defenders. The only person standing is Dinos, and she too is taken down by Karuna. A quick first round.
Yes, that was definitely a quick first round, I agree. And it's interesting, as you mentioned earlier, to see a triple duelist setup. Each one has its perks. I know that Raze is often a favorite because of the tight quarters. It makes it easy to check out hookah, making sure it's clear for attacking. And so we might see some of that tonight as well.
Raze definitely does have a good pick rate in pro competitions, but now we see the first pick coming out from our attackers onto defending Reyna, Flowerful, since they did decide to force, and that's 2 of the defenders now taking most of A site. Dinos also clearing out showers, so giving them a free site. 2 defenders left. It's Starry and Oh Snap, it's Sunny looking to retake the site with a stinger here. Starry gets 1 pick, but is quickly traded by Onion, and Oh Snap, it's Sunny isn't even able to find 1 before Clefairy cleans up.
Yeah, so that was definitely a showing to be an even match so far between the 2 of them, and ending similarly just as quick. Even though they were able to, it looks like, oh, sorry, I misinterpreted that. Yeah, so it looks like the attackers are able to buy up just a little bit, with the defenders choosing to save a little bit more from that loss.
Satchel out.
Looking to be another B push while Lynn is alone on A site here, contesting 2 of the defenders in showers. Oh, sorry. Clefairy is also with Lynn, but Flowerful with that shorty gets the first pick of the round. Dino's trades and Starry counter trades. So now we've got a 4v3 situation with advantage going to Alpha Alpacas. They do have Spike down, but Ellie Twitches takes out Starry, who is defending that Spike. So now it's open and long, and none of the defenders are yet on B site. So if they do rush the site, they would have a free site. Now Karuna is on site. So they know where the defenders are, but it looks like they're choosing to commit to this site, even though most of the defenders are here. Onion gets the first pick on site, leaving the site clear with both the defenders stacked into CT.
1 enemy remaining.
Ellie Twitches with 3 kills with a stinger to end out the round.
Ooh, I was actually genuinely worried for them for that round. Like you said, B site was completely clear for a while, but they hesitated just a little bit, making the defenders able to at least put up a little bit of a fight, and but ultimately the attackers ended up winning that round.
It also didn't hurt their economy very much.
Yes, definitely.
Since that was basically a bonus from the previous round, most of the attackers were still alive from their forced second round. But now that the defenders have decided to buy, this round is really going to set the pace for how the economy of the game is going to go. Han is getting a lot of map control here, pushing out into spawn. If the defenders decide to rotate here, she might actually catch 2 of them off guard. And they are deciding to rotate it. Now Han getting the first pick onto Ellie Twitches, making it a 5v3 situation. Once again, advantage going to Alpha Alpacas. Both sites look very well defended. All the Killjoy utility just stacked up on B site, while 3 of the defenders watching every single angle on A site. It doesn't look like they have that much of a way in. Looking to commit to this site. The hot hands goes out on all the trades. Clefairy getting Starry. 3 to 1. She does have Spike, and she's going to have to commit to this site with only 20 seconds on the map. Flowerful gets the last pick. Alpha Alpacas evening out the score to 2-2.
Yeah, that flank from It Not Han definitely made it difficult for the attackers to make that attempt. While there wasn't too much of an investment that last round, so it's not too bad for them. They definitely had some struggles that round, but they should be able to make a full comeback this round with now full investment with rifles and op and quite a bit of ultimates available for them to use.
We know the op can be very impactful on a Jet player because she can get some really strange angles with it. And it looks like she's looking to contest that showers angle, but no one's going to peek her. While the other attackers are going to... The Spike is going towards B site. Defenders looking for a rotate here, leaving only It Not Han to defend that A site.
Clear. Before we dive into our main attack,
the attackers are looking a little indecisive, but Ellie gets that pick that they were looking for, and it looks like they're going to decide to push onto site. A lot of util being popped. That alarm bot is going to take, and Nanoswarm takes out. Onion's running back, but Ellie's twitches her. Ooh. The showstopper takes out one, and Onion finds the other 2 in elbow. Spray through the smoke with the Vandal. Another round for Crouch Potatoes.
Yeah, Crouch Potatoes was definitely able to make use on that investment both with their ultimates as well as just now having a bit of a superior economy compared to the Alpha Alpacas, who are looking a bit rough with a half buy.
Yeah, that really hurt their economy that last round there, since a few of them did die in the round where they decided to force their economy. And It Not Han getting taken out by the opposing Jet, Lin, with her operator, the one we were talking about, Flowerful, deciding to push Lin here, but that Lear doesn't meet, and she gets another kill off the op. Meanwhile, Ellie twitches on the B site, taking out the sole B defender. So they do have an entire site to themselves, while Karuna is trying to push Lin and spawn there. It looks like she's heading back to help her team though, and Karuna has a long rotate and not a lot. Oh, she does have a gun now, a Vandal that she picked up off of Clefairy there, but it's a 3v1 situation. Their economy is probably not going to do too well if she decides to sacrifice this gun, but also with the economy changes, if she decides to save, it's not going to be too good for her either.
Yeah, it's kind of a lose-lose situation, it feels like, but even if she's able to get any exit kills, that could help, but with the exits it looking like the crotch potatoes are making, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. So yeah, just an overall unfortunate position for them to be in economy-wise. Hopefully they can capitalize on hopefully the ults. For example, the Showstopper is quite a showstopper, has been known to make some pretty clutch plays. Maybe that could help them bring it back.
Yeah, and they're looking at even buys across the board. The only one with any money actually left to spare is Karuna from that save. It's not looking too good for the economy on the defenders. If they don't win this round, it might not be too good for them. All that attacker presence already going up into hookah. You know, something I noticed was that Ellie twitches. Lin and Ellie twitches getting the first pick, but whenever Ellie twitches entries into hookah, she always throws her satchel out onto the entrance, and I suspect that's because she's trying to get rid of any util that might be there. All the trades are coming out in favor of the attackers, each one getting one of their own, and It Not Han just left alone in spawn here. It looks like this is going to be another save round after this. She doesn't want to contest this 1v4.
Yeah, 1v4 is definitely a hard gamble. I've seen it done, but quite risky indeed.
It's always rough when they're on a force buy and they end up losing the round, because it can't be too good for them. Because it's always just you buy a full AR and then you buy a pistol, and you buy a full AR and then a pistol. Like, it's just going to be that kind of game if they can't take these rounds.
Yeah, so yeah, another unfortunate round for the Alpha Alpacas.
Like they're offering up their guns to one another. Oh, it looks like some of the attackers are still buying full, like Karuna buying a Vandal. With light shields, Stinger full shields. And here we see some aggression from the defenders. Flowerful getting the first pick of the round onto Lin, which means taking out that operator, it not trading it. Already giving the defenders a better gun for that and making it a 5v4 situation early into the round. Looking pretty good for the Alpha Alpacas out here. It Not Han, the operator, coming into good use and taking out Onion. Fortunately, they're deciding to rotate to A with only Flowerful defending, but I don't think they're going to expect her to be holding this corner. Gets one, Dismisses, can't get the another. That's 2 kills for Flowerful this round, but Dino shuts her down.
Here.
All those smokes are gonna make it pretty hard for It Not Han to be able to put that operator to any good use.
1 enemy remaining.
But she does get Cliff Fairy and trades for her fallen teammate. I think there's a lineup here. There was. Dino's had that ult up, but doesn't have the Incendiary, so he can't do a lineup with the Molly. Gets a pick off of Starry, but it isn't going to be able to... They're not deciding to defuse. Oh, It Not Han. 3 picks for her after picking up that operator off of Lynn. That aggression early into the round when they pushed up short really worked well for them.
Oh, I definitely agree. Just trying to change things up and be more aggressive essentially for that last round did help tremendously, as well as trying to improve their map control. I know that Flowerful kind of camped in showers, taking the A site and essentially helping delay the push just a little bit and just enough for them to be able to rotate and fully defend the A site.
Crouch Potatoes aren't really being hurt by that loss though. They do have the economy to still back it. Karuna, first pick of the round onto her clone, Ellie Quins, and pulls out the showstopper, trying to find some damage out here in mid, but doesn't connect. Looks like she thinks that they're going to be backing off, but some of the defenders are still rotating to A. 2 ults available on each side. We got the Empress for Alpha Alpacas and Lockdown. Great util for locking down or retaking a site, and it looks like they can't find a way in.
Volley.
Lynn, after buying back that operator, gets a pick onto the site, and the run it back is popped.
30 seconds left.
Basically activating all of the Killjoy util on site and taking it out. Isn't quite able to get a pick, but still evens out the situation. Bladestorm also came out, but oh snap, it's Sunny gets the better of Lynn. And the lockdown is also down. Already they're going for the defuse. Flipberry takes out the diffuser, Karuna trades, but It's Not Han with the operator. And Flowerful with the last pick of the round, them also diffusing the bomb within amongst that chaos.
Ooh, I was worried for Alpha Alpacas for a second, but they're bringing it back. I mean, just making... I feel like they're finally getting into the game, you know, warming up, and just being able to delay the plant is helping them to win these rounds, whether it be through the Killjoy utility, whether it be through the showstopper, making the attackers afraid to push the site. Just good utility usage for delaying the plant.
Looks
and
like
it's won them an ult.
of a fake on B site here. Ellie just sort of poking there, but Flowerful gets the first pick of the round. Not really converted into anything after Ellie twitches, finds 2 on the B site. That's giving them an almost free site. She doesn't know about this Raze hiding in hookah here. Karuna is also taken out by Ellie. That's 3 kills for her already, and It's Not Han whipping out the Bladestorm. She's alone with Flowerful trying to retake B site here. The plant is going to go down for the attackers if Dino decides to actually get on site and plant. And Ellie holding CT here. Unfortunately, she was very low HP, and Flowerful gets Ellie twitches, taking out their impact fragger for this round. And It's Not Han gets pick onto Dinos, not expecting her to be on the flank here.
Last player standing.
Flowerful looks the wrong way at the wrong second, and Anya gets her.
Blocking sight.
not be anyone's game here. Oh my god, the Colette 3 kills for Isna Han, and she's going to get the defuse. That's evening out the score for Alpha Alpacas, 5-5.
What a clutch. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, I need a second to breathe for a second. I did not think the Alpha Alpacas were going to get that one. It not Han just being able to play it slowly with Jet's knives. I mean, it was a 2v4. And, you know, typically the teams have been saving when it's uneven odds, but she just went for it and it paid off tremendously.
I think those two were thinking that they were gonna be able to double peek her there, but instead just got collided by those knives.
Placing swamp grenade.
Sunny's turret is going to be the first to spot someone. She gets Onion, but Lynn quickly trades. And also we got the orbital strike clearing out Garden. All the trades are coming out in favor of Alpha Alpacas, however. Oh, Story doesn't clear the smoke, and Clefairy's neural theft is going to reveal the location of the defenders. They knew that Flowerful was going to go for that flank, and once again, it is just Flowerful and it's not Han looking to retake this site. They heard the teleport, so they know where Flowerful is, and it's likely that Ithnahan is going to be coming through CT, but she hasn't cleared Elbow yet.
Player standing.
And Ellie twitches, catches her off guard. Flowerful trades for her teammate, but now it's a 1v2 situation, and it's not looking too good with the spike ticking down like this. She doesn't have a lot of time left. She has the Empress up, but I'm not sure if she wants to use it for this situation. Baits the defuse, gets slow peeked by Clefairy, and now Dinos is going to have to peek, but gets the better of Flowerful and the last pick of the round. 5-6 for the Crouched Potatoes.
Yeah, the fake worked for one, but not for both, unfortunately. And even though Alpha Alpacas have been having a very good comeback, it looks like they're still a little tight on the economy. I mean, they can't invest in an op. They don't really have much utility. And yeah, Crouched Potatoes are still in a very good position to win the last half.
Ellie twitches and Onion whipping out some utility to take out Flowerful, and Ellie twitches get the second pick. Gets flashed by her teammate, but it's gonna be fine. Now the trades are all coming out in favor of the attackers, making it a 3-2 on site. You know what? I think it was happening with the economy of the defenders. It's just the fact that every time that there was a clutch or a comeback, there were only 1 or 2 people left alive, so not everyone had guns, so they had to re-buy every single round. And now we got 2 Stingers and a Phantom against all of these full ARs and Operator.
You're dead.
And also the run it back comes out from Onion. Osnap and Sunny takes it out quickly, but Dinos capitalizes off that util, and Lynn getting the last pick of the round onto Corona for a flawless round. Ending out the half 5-7 in favor of the Crouched Potatoes.
Yeah, unfortunately just not able to overcome the gunpowder difference. But this is still a very close game. Alpha Pack is bringing it back with some very clutch rounds. I'm still, my heart's still racing from that clutch from It Not Han. So impressive. I'm so very impressed from the rounds from these ladies.
And we have heard that Bind is a defender-sided map, but last half we did get proven wrong by the Crouched Potatoes, who ended out the attacker half 7-5. Already we got a push into U-Hill here. Dinos actually gets a first pick with a... There were 2 people in hookah, and the attackers didn't quite notice. Remaining. Oh my god, the defenders are making quick work of the attackers. Lynn getting 2 picks already.
Gunner.
Sorry, however. The is the one to shut Lin down with that frenzy. All of the defenders have decided to flank through short.
Huh.
Oh, caught without her gun out by Onion. And that's going to be a first round of the second half going to Crouch Potatoes.
Yeah, Crouch Potatoes was just able to completely shut down any push into B site, leaving Starry on her own, unfortunately. Yeah, I was gonna say it was a good attempt to use the teleporters. I definitely like to see the teams use the teleporters a bit more. It is the unique feature of this map, and some teams have been able to do some very interesting plays and fakes with it. So it'd be cool if we can get to see a play with that today.
It Not Han trying to contest Onion in showers here, but there are actually two defenders in here. And Ellie twitches with that force. The Spectre is going to take out Karuna and gets a second onto It Not Han. Lin with a judge on Oh Snap It's Sunny, clearing out all the beasts on the A site attackers and clearing them for a flank. She's got a judge, which isn't so great for long range. Clears the wrong angle and Starry takes her right out. But it is 4v2 with advantage going to the defenders. Crouch Potatoes. Flowerful is a little bit low, but she does have the Devour option if she can get a pick here. Attacker's opting to rotate, but there's someone holding short. It's like Dinos doesn't want to actually push that
left.
long position.
Last player standing.
Dinos with the Bucky onto Flowerful, and Ellie twitches with her third pick of the round onto Starry. That Spectre is doing some work here.
Yeah, unfortunate round for the Alpacas, but it was a complete save round. I mean, not even a sheriff in sight. So not too much of a loss for them. And now they're able to fully invest in this round and hopefully continue to make the lead even smaller.
Defenders look like they're keeping their guns from the last round, while the attackers have gone for the full buy, and Flowerful pays off for Flowerful, who gets the first pick onto an A-site defender. Ellie twitches, and Karuna gets a second onto Dinos. Lin going through the teleporter, knowing there's some attacker presence in Luca, but most of the attackers are going towards A, leaving Onion alone to defend site. Onion gets one, but she's left very low, and Flowerful takes her out while she's healing. Only Clefairy left with the Stinger, and Dino's contesting her here. Looks like that's going to be good enough, since she does pick up a Vandal of her own. And still at full health. It's a 1v3 situation. She might be able to take this if she can take out Flowerful, who's watching Heaven here.
Oh!
The one tap from Flowerful and 3 kills for her this round. Making it a 6-2, actually. Alpha Alpaca is finally getting another round for this half.
Yeah, Clefairy was so careful with those angles, and yet was overcome by Flowerful in the end. And looks like we're going to have Lin be invested in the op. We don't have much alts to expect, but we'll have an interesting gunfight in a short, potentially.
Lin misses the first op shot, but she knows that the attackers are there now. But they haven't yet to commit to a site since Spike is down in market and there's some attacker presence in Hookah. They're just trying to bait out those op shots, but Flowerful peeks at the wrong time, and Lin takes her right out. And two of the defenders are actually opting for a flank here, Clefairy and Dinos, but that leaves them a free B site. But Spike is going towards A, and it looks like they're going to be contested. Dinos and Ellie Twitches getting the better of the attackers, making it a 5v2 situation. Make that a 5v1 as Onion gets Karuna. Oh snap, is Sunny getting one, but losing their flawless victory. But Lin still takes out Oh snaps at Sunny with that operator from Heaven.
Yes, unbind crouches is definitely stretching the lead as much as possible. And even though Lin isn't top fragging, the op shots are making a very big impact for the round.
Yes.
She was able to essentially slow down the push into A, reposition, and just continue to deny access to the site, ultimately winning them the round.
Although Jet is a duelist character, the way Lin is playing her is very much in like a supportive style. So I don't think she's attempting to top frag here. More of simply just trying to get picks and help out her team. Flowerful takes out Lin, who actually had the op, which gives him a free gun, basically free gun. And Ellie Twitches and Clefairy are able to trade for their teammates, making it a 3v3 situation. Attackers getting a disadvantage after Ellie Twitches gets 2 more picks. Oh, but Flowerful with the Stinger takes her out and dismisses out of the showstopper. She's only got a Stinger, but it is a 1v2, and she does have the Empress ult. I don't know if she wants to use it on a Stinger, but if she can pick up a gun here, then she might actually be able to even out the situation. Spike is down, and she doesn't know where any of the defenders are. And she's out of Leers, which makes this just a battle of pure aim for her, since Reyna is such a performance-based character. And there she is, taking out Lin's op.
30 seconds left.
None of the defenders are going to peek her. She's at a disadvantage here. The attackers are so short for time until they plant. And unfortunately, they've got someone watching the spike. Oh, she gets a Vandal. She needs to take them both out in 10 seconds.
Wow.
And they're not going to peek her.
Oh, so
Clefairy actually did peek her there, but she wins the gunfight on Flowerful, making it another round for Crouch Potatoes.
And Crouch Potato is able to get that op back, so not having to make any investment, but it's not like they were in any trouble for the economy. And that was just a great round overall for on buying Crouch, and ever inching ever so closely to match point. I really hope Alpacas can continue to mix things up so that they can stay in the game.
Lin did not buy a shield.
Oh.
Well, there are 4 attacker side ults. Make that 3, since Ellie Twitches gets an early pick onto Itna, who's trying to contest that showers angle. There are 2 defenders on the B site here. But they're not really watching the site. They could basically just walk onto site for free and get a plant down. And after that, they only have to defend for a few seconds. Is Flowerful going to clear this smoke? Clefairy always hides in that smoke. And it just... But Karuna gets trades and picks onto Clefairy, making it a 4-3 situation. Advantage going to Crouch Potatoes. They're going to get the plant down, however, and that's now 2-2 after Karuna goes out with the 3K.
Last player standing.
Onion.
Remaining.
Oh. The trades come out, and Lin just jump peeks her with her knives there. And since they are perfectly accurate when she's in motion, it doesn't even matter if she jump peeks. As long as her crosshair is on her head, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, those knives,
Match
man,
point.
they're just so hard to avoid. They're just so dominant and such a powerful ult.
And that brings it up to match point 6-12. I think it actually is a defender-sided map. I think the Crouch Potatoes do fully have the advantage here, and since the attackers are forced to force buy, since this is the last round for them if they can't win it.
Yes, and they do have retake ability, but it's going to be a tight game for sure.
It not Han for some reason deciding to jiggle peek that off and immediately taken out in A short here. And 2 defenders stacked in hookah. The way they play this is so clever. No one is watching the showers angle, but Flowerful can't really cross here without having to contest the op angle. Flowerful trades on Ellie Twitches, making a 4v4, but the clock is ticking down and they yet to commit to the site. But that op that they're scared of is watching showers right now, which no one is deciding to push. And Onion is the only defender on site. If they plant a truck here, they won't have to clear the site. And here's that lockdown, forcing all of the attackers to get out of the defenders to clear site for them. And maybe Flowerful can actually take control of CT here. But Dino sees her gun and takes her right out, making a 4v3. Lin getting another onto Starry. Karuna takes 2.
Last player standing.
Clefairy trades, but oh snap, it's Sunny. Oh, it looks like she doesn't actually have any util on the bomb there, so they get it to half and Clefairy, but she does throw her swarm grenade and there's no time left. The attackers might get this round. Clefairy is just trying to take out Oh Snap It's Sunny and ruin her economy there, but Clefairy gets taken out by the spike. What a clutch by Oh Snap It's Sunny. Oh snap.
Oh snap indeed. Hanging on just for 1 round and being able to utilize all of her utility. I mean, we saw everything from the lockdown to helping delay the attacker or delay the defense. We saw the nano swarm, we saw the alarm bot just being able again to just delay the push, and so I'd say she's the MVP for that round, helping them to stick around for just one more round.
But of course, Karuna was also doing work there with that 2K. After the spike goes down, it's just all about delay, because the attackers have like a minute 30 seconds to plant that spike, a minute 40 seconds, and then they defend for 45, which is so much shorter. They have to defend one site for 45 seconds. Unlike the defenders who have to defend 2 sites for a minute and 30, but Dinos and Clefairy are going to get the first picks, even though they don't really have a full buy here. They're just on Sheriffs, Buckies, and a Bulldog. But they're still able to take out the 2 impact fraggers of the attacking side, Flowerful and Karuna. Oh snap, it's Sunny gets 1. It Nahan gets 2. Making a 3v2 situation, advantage actually going to Alpha Alpacas here.
30 seconds left.
You're going to get the plant down, and like I said, it's just 45 seconds that they need to hold for. They're really hanging on to this match point here, and I think It Not Han is trying to take control of spawn. Dinos gets the better of It Not Han, however, evening out to a 2v2. And Clefairy is going to get caught out by this alarm bot and take some damage from the nano swarm, but it just waits it out. Oh Snap It's Sunny is going to be watching this angle, however.
1 enemy remaining.
But she's very low. Clefairy gets 3 kills for Clefairy that round, opening out with a Sheriff and then taking out the other 2 with a Bulldog she picked up. And that's going to be GG's. Crouch Potatoes winning 13-7 on Bind.
Wow, what a game. I don't even think Crouch Potatoes thought they were gonna win that last round, because they didn't make a full investment, so they were trying to stick it around as much as possible, and even with that risky investment, it turned out that they won. So congrats to the crouch not couch potatoes, the crouch potatoes for winning the first map of the evening, and looking forward to see what happens in the second map.
We'll be back in about 5 minutes on Split with the Alpacas starting defenders and Crouch Potatoes starting attackers. See you then.
Oh, you meant the world to me. They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began. Just start again. You won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again
do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Now we won't go back home today, until the very last hour. We still got few more days to slay, it's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. I wonder what went wrong today, Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say the words to remember.
Hello and welcome back to our second game of the night on Split. This is Crouch Potatoes map pick, and they're going to be starting as attackers on this map.
Yeah, so if you're just joining us, we had a very exciting game between the Alpacas and Crouch Potatoes, where Crouch Potatoes did win that map, even though it was, I believe, Alpacas' pick. So definitely looking to be a bit dominant in this game, but I do hope we get to see a equally interesting match this map.
Once again, we have Lin and It Not Han on the jet, and we got the Raze picks on both sides, and we know from the pro play that she is very good on this map. Again with the brims as well. It looks like it's basically the same team composition on the
Select your
defender
agent.
side, and just the switch of Killjoy on Split from Clefairy on the defending side.
And I'll have to take your word for it because my screen hasn't loaded up yet.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Killjoy on both sides. So that will be interesting. I am a Cypher main, so it kind of hurts my heart a little bit. But Cypher and Killjoy do both have their utilities for this map as sentinels.
It's virtually the same team composition on both sides, except for that switch of Reyna and Phoenix. Both are flash duelists, just slightly different. Like Phoenix will blind you a little bit more.
Yes, but not as much as Sky, thankfully. So we're not going to be blinding anyone tonight. That'll be good.
We love to see a frenzy out, but Lynn gets the opening picks. It's a 3-3 at the moment. And most of our attacker presence is going towards mid. But Lynn has already taken control of CT and gets It's Not Han from the back, giving them a free A site, and Lynn is just in vents right now, holding that rotation. Alpacas are giving them a bit to regroup, and the plant is going to go down for the attackers. Not sure why they waited so long.
One enemy remaining.
And Lynn gets another pick. That's 3 for her. She might get the 4K here. She picks up, doesn't want to reload. She's 10 health.
Oh, she's fighting for it.
Oh, but Karuna just one taps. So much utility on site here. She takes out
One enemy remaining.
Oh, she gets the tap. But oh snap, it's Clefairy is going to take her out with the ghost, and with that bomb ticking down like that, she probably wasn't going to get the defuse after that nanoswarm was activated. Unfortunate. First round for the Alpacas. Crouch Potatoes winning the first round of the game.
So definitely it was worth the time putting in the utility at the end. You know, just being able to shake off any defenders. And we also saw an interesting characteristic of Split, just with how important it is to get mid control, and them being able to make split decisions between going through the A side or the B side, depending on what information they have.
Flowerful and It Not Han getting the first picks with that Stinger composition up in B Heaven here. Taking out 2 of the attackers, and now Spike is down on the defender side, giving Alpacas a sizable advantage here early into the round. Karuna gets another pick onto Clefairy. Ellie Twitch is gonna take Karuna out, but Flowerful quickly trades, leaving only Lynn here with the Sheriff. Spike is down, and she's about to get pinched here. If she peeks B Heaven, she might get peeked from Market, and there we go. Starry takes her out, right out, giving the defenders a round. Alpacas 1-1.
Yeah, this time, with the Alpacas just making sure not to let anyone get through mid, and completely shutting down any attempt the Crouch Potatoes had at pushing into a site. And we do have half buys for both teams, it looks like, with no utility or no ultimates quite ready, except for Lynn's.
For the defenders, this is more of a save, and for the attackers, it's just a save. Or, like, it's more of a bonus round for the defenders, is what I meant to say. Sorry about that. But the first pick is onto Ellie Twitches on the attacking side, making a 4v2, but the Bladestorm is coming out on Lynn. So she can thank her 3K from last round for that. But Starry takes down Spike in sewers. She's quickly traded by Clefairy, however, making this 3-2 advantage going to the defenders, and Flowerful gets the pick on Clefairy after Han does some damage. Lynn still has the Blade Storm up, and she did take the Spike. They don't know where she is, I don't believe. The turret is the first to spot her out, and she whiffs on the knives on Oh Snap, It's Sunny. Unfortunate round for Lynn there.
The turret,
And that makes it 2.
turret definitely helping out that round, being a valuable member of the team, and just spotting out Lynn before she could make any crucial moves. Even though that's the case, she's still able to bring an op this round. It's interesting to see an op on the attack. Typically see it on the defense, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of impact she has this round as they full push onto A site.
They don't even have anyone pushing mid, and mid control is usually very important for this map. And there's the attacking Killjoy's lockdown right here. They're going to take control of site, but all the defenders are already rotating. The hot hands comes out trying to delay the push. And Ellie Twitches does a lot of damage onto Karuna. Onion gets another pick on Flowerful in Heaven. It's not Han trading, but Dinos trades back. Starry gets 2 in screens, making it a 2v2 with advantage going to nobody. Lynn still has that operator, and she's holding that attacking angle while Starry tries to take site. Unfortunate, Lynn misses her op shot. Starry gets another. 3 kills for her this round. Can she get the last? And that's a 4K, and she's probably good. Can she get the defuse? I don't know if there's time for her. Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
And she gets it! What a clutch!
Some things you just can't teach.
I don't even know how many seconds there were left. Probably not, just barely milliseconds for that. I mean, that was amazing. Wow. So Alpha is able to clutch that one, and you did see, even though Lynn was able to make that op investment quite early on, it didn't serve her in the end. Just again with not being able to take on certain duels with the sniper rifle, but now the op goes into It Not Han as the jet.
It does put the attackers on a little bit of a save here too. Yikes. It Not Han getting the operator pick onto Onion. Oh, it's funny that this is actually Crouch Potatoes map pick, because last map was Alpacas and they ended up losing. But now the Alpacas are actually winning on the map that they didn't pick. The orbital strike taking out Karuna, who is trapped in vents. Lynn gets another. Starry trading, but it's a 3v3 now. 3v2. Advantage going to attackers. Clefairy with that stinger gets a trade up to Vandal now though. And she's gonna be pushing onto site, but the Blade Storm on It's Not Han, it looks like she's gonna opt to rotate back
30
during
seconds
the
left.
footsteps and regroup with Ellie Twitches. It's gonna meet some resistance in
Enemy
Heaven.
remaining.
Starry takes out Ellie Twitches, who is very low. Clefairy is also very low at this point, and the time is really ticking
10
down. She might
seconds
not
left.
have time to plant here. Looks like she's opting to push CT. It Not Han getting the last pick with that Blade Storm.
Yeah, just running out of time, unfortunately. It was interesting to see, though, again, the importance of mid-control on this map. We did see an investment of an ultimate in the middle of a round. I mean, we don't usually see that to clear out ropes. And unfortunately, that investment, while it did catch one, it didn't completely clear out, and so they were unable to take the ace like I think they had planned.
And once again getting the opening pick of the round onto her clone, Lynn.
Joke's over! You're dead!
One less attacker. Ellie Twitches gets the opening pick onto B site, and the run it back is popped. It's making a 4v4 advantage going to neither team. There are 3 ults up on the Alpacas side, however, and It Not Han gets Ellie Twitches. The spike has gone down onto site, however, and the time is ticking down. Oh, there's that lockdown. That's an excellent retake ultimate. But the way they planted this, they're going to be able to watch it from B main. But the defenders are taking control of that with a showstopper. Flowerful and Karuna taking out 2. And oh my god, Dinos gets another 2, but Karuna trades. I did not see that coming.
I didn't either. Dinos was fighting for that plant as much as possible, but unfortunately, like you said, the lockdown came into play, and it seems like the attackers were giving them quite a bit of space, you know, trying to take positions in garage, but they gave them almost too much room and just let them defuse the plant.
The attackers are once again on the save to their detriment. Flowerful getting 2 in mid here. Oh, that was an excellent use of the dismiss. She just 3k for Flowerful, spiked down and market, but she just peeked sewers with her dismiss, knowing she couldn't get any damage down there. They're probably watching Spike now. It Not Han getting Lynn, and Flowerful with the 4k onto Clefairy. What an impactful round for Flowerful.
Wow, yeah, Flowerful is just killing these last few rounds, making so much of an impact, as well as It Not Han getting definite value out of the op, and they are so set for the economy for the next few rounds, even if they do lose one. And we do see Alpacas just starting to pull away with a really sizable lead. This is very different from the last map, and so it's interesting to just see how different this game is being played on Split.
Powerful gets an opening pick, and It Not Han getting another. You know, it's really excellent to see how Flowerful and It Not Han play off of each other, because even though Dinos did take out Flowerful there, It Not Han did trade, making it a 4v2 with a large advantage going to the attackers after Starry gets another. And Clefairy is left with very little health, Starry getting the second. Alpha Alpacas are finding their momentum and really pulling away, like you said, from the attackers.
Oh,
just so swimming in money.
They are swimming. I mean, they're gonna actually max out maybe the next round. There's just so much momentum, so much fragging power coming for this map. The op is still in play, and the economy is looking a little bit rough for Crouch Potatoes, but we do see them hopefully trying to make a push onto B site, and again to
it was Lynn's Blade Storm, and she's pushing up into Heaven here, and also that Orbital Sprite from the attacking side trying to clear out Heaven here. It Not Han counter ults with her Blade Storm, and the Empress is also popped. So much ult uses, and Karuna gets the first pick onto Lynn. It looks like she's not going to be able to get any value out of her Blade Storm there, and Clefairy is on ropes here, and I don't think the defenders know that she's there. Oh, never mind. The turret spots her out. And Clefairy gets Karuna, however, making it a 4v4. Empress is also timed out now, so there's no value out of that. Onion and Clefairy getting picks of their own with Stinger and the Spectre, respectively. No value out of the Blade Storm on the defending side either. Oh, the Stinger! Onion is the one who ultimately takes Starry out. But Clefairy did a lot of damage there, and only Flowerful left. Unfortunately, her Empress is no longer up. Peeks the wrong angle and almost gets taken out by Ellie. Does a quick flick, but gets traded by Dinos. And that save round where it really went their way. They get to pick up guns. Most of them were still alive by the end of the round, so 3 of them free guns from the defender's side. And now an op on Lynn.
Yes, now Lynn gets to try to battle it out with the op, and it's interesting to see Dinos' use of the orbital strike to be able to clear out a site before they push, rather than saving it for retake. So this time it did work out in their favor.
Opting for more of an A push now. I haven't seen... This is a site that they planted on last time, but they really pushed it through mid.
Jets grounded.
Karuna taking out Lynn. She's not going to get to use that op, unfortunately.
Oh,
It not Han. First pick onto Ellie Twitches, or in mid, or second pick. It's now a 5-2 advantage going to Alpha Alpacas once again. But this isn't surprising for what we know about Split as a map, considering that, oh, it not Han basically saving Flowerful's life there, taking out Onion, and Karuna gets Dinos. Unfortunately, Clefairy gets Karuna, losing them the flawless round. But it not Han with the operator and the 3-piece to end out the round, giving Alpha Alpacas another round. But as I was saying, Split is a defender-sided map.
yes, definitely. I think with the changes to the map recently, the developers are trying to make it a little bit more attacker-sided, but I've heard mixed feelings about whether those changes did that. So I guess with more games being played, we'll be able to figure that out. But yeah, that last round just so impactful from it not Han, making it a very stressful position for Unbind Crouch.
I think it's mostly just because it's so much easier to get your crosshair placement correct when you're aiming down rather than aiming up. And here comes a showstopper from Ellie Twitches. She almost gets taken out by that Killjoy util, and her showstopper isn't going to find any damage onto the defender. And there's Oh Snap It's Sunny camping that corner. Gets quickly taken out by Dinos. But she did find one pick. Clefairy's ult is up.
Planted.
It's a 4v4 situation. Neither side really has a health advantage, but the defenders do have the definite gun advantage. Lynn does some work with a stinger, but Karuna trades for her quickly. Again, there's a showstopper. Doesn't find any damage once again. And Clefairy's Nano Swarm gets It's Not Han. Ellie Twitches, takes out Flowerful, and Karuna trades. It's a 1v2 situation. Advantage going to Crouch Potatoes. Karuna, 3-piece for her. If she can get this 4K and the defuse, then that's going to be another round for Alpha Alpacas, giving them such a good lead for this half. Oh! And the 4K! I don't think she has time for the defuse. I'm not sure. She's gonna stick it and dies with honor. The attacker is a thrifty round for them. Only Stingers and Spectres and Light Shields, and they win it out for them.
Dies with honor, indeed. I mean, Karuna attempting to fight the way of defense with that 4K. And yet, even though it was a save round for Unbind Crouch, they did end up essentially winning it. I mean, the use of utility to delay again is just being able to help them stay in this map.
There's only one B defender here. Well, sort of. Flowerful is mostly watching mid, and we got someone in vents. So fixed sight. It not Han. First pick onto Ellie Twitch's Oh Snap It's Sunny gets another, but Dinos trades for Snap It's Sunny. I think he was in that corner again. They should really learn to check it. And the plant goes down. Orbital strike from the defender's side. And also the run it back is popped. Taking control of CT. Fortunately, isn't going to find a pick. Another orb strike. Flowerful gets taken out from behind, trying to escape it, and It Not Han and Karuna cleaning up. It's a cleanup crew in here, and that's the last round and a half, ending it 9-3 for Alpha Alpacas.
9-3. Wow. This looks completely different from the last map. I mean,
Switching
they're
sides.
definitely holding their own with Split, and It Not Han just having such an amazing impact with these rounds, and the op just being used beautifully to be able to get her picks and just making it so difficult for the attackers to have anyone left for the plant. So I definitely think that if she continues to make this impact for the next few rounds, the map could go their way.
Looks like Lynn is going to go for an aggressive push. Oh. She gets the early info and knows that they're going to be hard rushing this site. As is customary for pistol rounds, since they don't have a lot to lose, it's high risk, high reward, or low risk, high reward. Looks like Karuna wants to take control of CET, but thinks better of it. Unfortunately, a lot of the members of the attackers are very low here. Lynn gets the first pick. She's really good with that ghost. Gets another pick.
Last player standing.
Peeks the wrong angle. Flowerful and oh snap is Sunny, and Flowerful gets the last pick of the round, giving them another round on the board. It's Alpha Alpacas. They really know how to turn bias against map bias against itself.
Oh, definitely. They're running away with map bias. And even though I believe Lynn had an ample amount of information that allowed everyone to rotate, unfortunately that information wasn't enough for them to be able to act on it and just win that round. So we'll look to see an A push again, potentially a bit more of a default, but yeah, just Alpha Alpacas running away with this map.
Anyway.
Cutting their vision. Inside.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got all of the defenders stacked up here. And the trades are coming out in favor of the defenders, but Starry gets another on to Lynn, making it a 3v3 situation.
30 seconds left. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Oh.
10 seconds left.
I think they're going to get the plant down here. 1v1s are always hard, and I hate planting behind this sign here because it's so easy to wallbang if you have the right guns.
Mm-hmm.
Placing sentry.
Oh, in the back.
Clefairy sneaking up from behind It Not Han.
Yeah, that round was just
You don't deserve my inventions.
very difficult for the for Jet to be able to make that, because Killjoy is just able to not just anchor a site, but be able to make good 1v1s based on her friend the turret. I mean, just being able to provide that little bit of information above the opponent so that you can make a good decision on where to peek I mean, you saw the ring around a rosy around the map,
Placing swarm grenade.
but with the prior 1v1. But again, with the Killjoy just being able to provide that little bit of information to one up on a 1v1.
Both teams are on a little bit of a save here too. Playing for defaults, playing for picks. I hear the noise on A and the rotations are coming out on the defense. Never mind, they rotated back. It looks like they're unsure of which way to go. They do have all this Killjoy util here, so she can basically solo hold the site. If not, Han and Ellie Twitch is both getting picks. The trades are coming out, evening it out to a 3v3 situation. Oh snap, it's Sunny just blindly spraying and Anya healing off of her hot hands. It's now a 3v2, but the spike is down. And It Not Han basically has control of Heaven.
Last player standing.
Dinos basically snipes her with that judge. But Karuna gets a pick of her own. Now a 1v2.
One enemy remaining.
With the stinger of 4K for Karuna, clutching out that round 11-4 for Alpha Alpacas. I was so scared she was gonna run out of ammo there. Oh my god.
I know. That's just wow. Bravo, Karuna. That was definitely a fight for that last round. And like you said, just being able to take on the 1v2 with the stingers, which is really surprising. But it looks like they'll be able to make, or I guess Karuna saving her gun, but looks like they'll be able to make an investment over Crouch Potatoes, and we'll see if that helps them this round.
The attacker is basically storming site here, since they know they have the gun advantage on the defenders, who are little short for money, making a 5v4 situation already early into the round, advantage going to Alpha Alpacas.
Placing swarm grenade.
Very clearing the angle with the nano swarm, and it works! Her nano swarm taking out Flowerful. It Not Han and so snap it's Sunny getting
Swarm grenade out.
many picks of their own, however. She has this lockdown available, but Karuna makes quick work of Clefairy with her Spectre.
Match point.
And we're at match point, and wow, I don't know. This could be Alpha Alpaca's win. I don't know. We have Crouch Potatoes with ultimates and a full investment, and we do also have ultimates available for Alpha Alpacas, and so I don't know. We could be seeing more rounds.
Flowerful first pick, Lynn trading 4v4 situation already, unfortunately. Showstopper won't come out on the defending side for this crucial round of the game. A site left completely clear, only Killjoy utility left. Looks like she's not going to be walking, so she's out of range of that stim beacon, but Lynn is pushing here, and you didn't expect that angle, but oh snap, it's Sunny trades for Lynn. Unable to get a second pick. The Empress coming out on Flowerful. She has a free B site. They think they're going A. And she's taking control of CT.
Phoenix Kid.
Oh my god. Both of the defenders are still on A with all this attacker presence on B. It's not looking so good for Crouch Potatoes right now. Dino sticks out. Oh snaps, it's Sunny with the orbital strike, but this plant still goes down. He's just evening it out to a 2v2 situation, and the Empress is about to run out. Still got that lockdown, which you can use for, but the Blade Storm comes out on, and There's that lockdown we were talking about. They're just using all of their ults here, but Clefairy gets 2. Both It's Not Han and Flowerful falling to Clefairy, and she's going to get the defuse. That lockdown really came in clutch.
No, you don't deserve my invention.
Made them panic just a little bit, and it gives the Crouch Potatoes another chance at bringing this back.
Oh, definitely bringing it back. I mean, even though Dinos and Clefairy were at the opposite site and they took a bit of time to get over, it just shows you the power of those retake ults of the orbital strike and the lockdown, being able to push the attackers away and kind of provide just enough chaos for them to be able to retake that last round.
The attackers are just storming A site here, and the defenders are going for a quick rotation. It's Not Han getting the opening pick onto Lin, Clefairy, trading. All the trades are coming out in favor of the attackers, making it a 4v3 situation. And also that lockdown on the attacker Killjoy after the spike has gone down is going to buy them a lot of time, and the defenders are going to have a bit of a problem here if they can't take out the attackers quickly. The showstopper comes out on Ellie Twitch. Unfortunately, the run it back is taken out by the Nano Swarm. It does clear out all the Killjoy util, but even with Spike taking out down like this, I don't think they're going to have time for the defuse. One enemy remaining, and Sari takes out Ellie Twitch's mid-air. Dinos gets 3 kills for the round and takes out Sari. Is she gonna get this defuse? And she does! The defenders are hanging on to this match point right now, and that's 6-12 on the board for Crouch Potatoes. Impressive.
Just holding on. Oh my gosh. But again, the Crouch Potatoes just coming up with beautiful ultimate usage to be able to make this difference. I mean, they're climbing back up, trying to hold on for dear life. Even though Onion wasn't able to get too much information, she did have that extra life to be able to outhold that Nano Swarm, and the Showstopper just also making enough space for them to be able to stay on just for one more round.
The attackers are also on a little bit of a save here. Well, 3 out of 5 of the defenders have full ARs. Looks like they're looking to play it a little bit slower. Lin only has a pistol.
Yes, definitely much slower than the previous round. They were all guns a-blazing A-site, and now just maybe rethinking that, taking their time, trying to feel things out before ultimately deciding on which site to plant.
Opening pick. It's Not Han onto Onion. Dino's trading. Ellie twitches with another. This is a 4v3 advantage for Crouch Potatoes. Ellie twitches another with a Bulldog on Oh Snap It's Sunny. 4v2. Both of them are up in mid right now. The Blade Storm on Lin's part coming out. That's probably why she only had a pistol. Because she didn't... They don't know she's there! Oh my god! Oh my god! Karuna taking out Clefairy and Lin. It's now a 2-1, and she's gonna try to get the plant down. She has to commit to the site, and both of them are B site. She has the Showstopper. She has half health. Can she clutch this out for her team? Oh, Ellie twitches with the 3K for the round. 2 with the Bulldog, 1 with the Vandal. That's a free gun for her, and also a free defuse.
Wow. Yeah, we were starting to count Crouch Potatoes out for a little bit. I mean, we've been at match point for the last, I believe, 3 rounds. And so, no, Crouch Potatoes are not going to take this lying down. They're going to fight for every point, as you can see, and doing it quite beautifully. And now they were able to win enough to be able to do a full investment, and we'll see Lin on the op again. And I'm just excited to see what will happen. We could have more ults ready, and making them able to properly defend the next plant.
There's no one watching vents. This makes me a little bit nervous. Because this just allowed the attackers to take control of mid.
Blocking sight. Blocking sight.
Dinos gets the opening pick on an O snap with Sunny, and Onion gets another 5v3 advantage for the attackers. Healing off the hot hands, Ellie twitches onto Flowerful. You know, I think the attackers are a little bit nervous here. Alpha Alpacas just can't quite close out this game. Karuna gets one pick.
Last player
It's like they're
standing.
gonna commit to this B site. Caught with her util out. Ellie twitches, kills Karuna, but Karuna gets her
30
revenge
seconds
with
left.
with those paint shells. Starry has to commit to the site with 30 seconds left, but Onion gets the last pick. 12-8 for Crouch Potatoes. They're hanging on and fighting for their lives.
Wow. I mean, they're not going down easy. This is just mind-blowing, their ability to be able to hang on like this. And for Alpha Alpacas, it's interesting that they are trying to be a little bit more careful this time around, but unfortunately we're unable to get those picks last time.
Lynn gets the opening pick on Oh Snap Sunny with the operator, just misses on Karuna. Looks like they're going to be committing to this site. Unless all of this Killjoy utility forces them out. And we see some aggression from the defending side as well, with Ellie twitches on the flank, but Flowerful gets a pick of her own, making it a 4v4 situation. 2 ults available on each side, 3 as Onion gets the pick on Flowerful.
Here.
It not Han taking control of B Heaven and taking Dinos almost by surprise, and Starry on It not Han 3v2 now.
out of
Advantage
my
going
way.
to Alpha Alpacas.
One enemy remaining.
Grounded.
Karuna takes Lynn by surprise. Oh my gosh. It's a 3v1 situation and the plant is going down.
Spike
Onion
planted.
headed back over to B site. She has to take on 3. She has her run it back up. She's gonna get pushed in B Heaven here and meet some resistance from Karuna. And Karuna with a headshot on
Attackers
Onion
win.
quickly takes her out and finally closes out this game 13-8. Congratulations, Alpha Alpacas.
Wow, what a valiant attempt to come back. I have to give it to you, Crouch Potatoes. You stuck in for every last point. You fought for it. But ultimately, Alpha Alpacas came out as the victors for this map. So with this evening, for this group in particular, we'll have a 1-1 score. So it's just a great start to the opening division of this